everybody, I'm Latoya Love and I'm a brand ambassador with It Works Global. And I'm just here to tell you guys about my story, my experience, and why I joined this amazing opportunity. So let me start off. I am 32 years old, and one of the most potent things about me is that I've had MS since I was 17 years old. Yes, 17. And it has been a large part of my life. I normally don't jump out and introduce myself as that, but that is something that I've noticed, that your weaknesses can then be your strengths. So I have had this disease since I was 17, and it has been a large part of my life. But with that, I have been able to overcome so many obstacles. I have finished school, I've had a baby, I've gotten married, I've done countless modeling things and all kinds of stuff. So I know that I'm here for a purpose. And if you're seeing this video, you are also here for a purpose as well. And that's why I'm sharing this opportunity with you. I absolutely love what I do. As I said, I'm a brand ambassador with It Works Global. This is a vehicle that has been a way for me to share my story. And that might not be as powerful to some people, but for me, that is very powerful, because for so long, I did not think my story was worth or value of anything. I didn't like telling my story because I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. And anybody with a chronic illness or any type of weakness, sometimes you want to shield that. Sometimes you want to not be as open about that. But this vehicle that I now use to share my story it's transformed my life, and I'm so thankful for it. So let me tell you a little bit about my journey. So I started using a product. We have all natural plant-based products. There's like over 50 of them. One of them is called the greens, and I absolutely love them. I didn't know what they were at first, but about a couple years ago, I know you're like, really? You've had MS since you've had it since you were 17 and you're just not taking it seriously? I didn't want to deal with it. And so I finally said, okay, I have a child now. I need to really put my health first. So I began to start looking some things out and being more intentional about what I'm putting in my body and all that. So I came across this product. One of my friends was a brand ambassador as well. And so I used a product called the greens, and they have over 52 superfoods and 8 full servings of fruits and vegetables, and it gives you energy and it's daily detoxes and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool, it tastes good, and it's a drink, and it's a powder you put in your drink, and you put it in whatever you want. And so I used it for a couple months, and when I ran out, I noticed I felt a difference. So I'm like, oh, I think those greens are really helping me. They're really helping me feel better. So I don't claim any cure, okay? I don't claim any cure for MS. These products don't cure MS, but they definitely help my symptoms. They definitely help my symptoms with fatigue. They help my symptoms with just my nerve pain, because you're putting more healthier stuff in your body. And my mind also changed too. So that is kind of how I was introduced to this company and this vehicle. So let's fast forward a little bit more. So 2 years ago, around the time I started taking my health seriously, 1.5 years, 2 years ago, my health started to decline. So I'm trying to put more effort in, but it keeps declining. Can anybody relate to me? So I am sitting here trying my best to figure out like what I can do. But after you've had MS for a while, sometimes you can go into a progressive stage. So my illness started to progress, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I had to miss a lot of work. What I do by profession is I'm a licensed therapist, and I absolutely love what I do. I know that's what I'm called to do, and I love helping people along their journey. I love walking with people along those difficult times where they feel alone. It's just something about that, being there with that person. I love doing that, and that's what therapy is. So I love being a therapist. So it totally hurt my soul that I couldn't work because I couldn't walk and I couldn't see and there was all this other stuff. So I am also struggling mentally because I'm not doing what I'm called to do and all this other stuff. Mind you, this opportunity was still at my hands. So I thought about it. I said, wait, those products, you can use the products and get paid for it too. And I already like the product, I'm already using the products. I might as well get paid for using the products. So that's what I did. So I began to get paid for using the products, and I began running ever since. I love what I do. But that's not all. Why I love what I do is because it fits my purpose. I know that this time in my life, God has put it here for a reason, and He's orchestrated it all. And this vehicle was placed here in my life to move me along in this journey. And so if you're listening to this video and someone sent it to you, don't just shove it off. Don't just think, okay, they're sending it to me because I maybe responded to something, or they just sent it to me to check it out. There's no such thing as coincidence. So I know that this is a vehicle that God uses for me, for my purpose and my journey. And I'm able to share my experience with you about how I have overcame so many things. I'm not supposed to be walking, but I am. And I'm able to share that through this vehicle. And also I get to help people feel better and get financial freedom. That's a win-win. And I'm getting financial freedom as well. So that's kind of how all the stars collided for me to be doing this. So now I'm blessed to be doing this opportunity full time. And I absolutely love it. Things aren't easy for me because my health is very difficult. It's very difficult to manage a chronic illness and try to be an entrepreneur and manage a home and do all of that. But when you have a why and when you have a passion, you're gonna push through. You're gonna push through because you know that this vehicle was sent here for a reason. So, one of the things that I love to do, and the word that is on my mind all the time, is fruition. And fruition is when it's that space between you want something to happen and then it happens. I love that. So when someone dreams of something and then you actually see it happen, that gives me goosebumps and chills. And that's what I get to do with people. That's what I get to do with myself. I get to speak affirmations and people get to see me succeed. I get to speak over people, or people get to speak to me, and they get to see things get demolished and their doubts get shoved aside. That's why I love what I do. So the products are amazing, but that's just the side bonus for me. I'm feeling better with my health and I'm getting financial freedom, but I'm telling you, the things that this has done for me as a person and for me as a woman and an individual and a growing dreamer has been phenomenal. So you're like, what is this? What is this? Anyway, this is an all-natural, plant-based product that we have over 40 of them, 50 of them, a whole bunch of them. One of them I was just talking about is the greens. And I love the greens. And this is our product catalog, and it has all the products in here. It talks about the story and how It Works came about. Now we're a debt-free company and all this amazing stuff. It serves our flagship product, the wraps, with tone tightens and firms from the neck down. And we have vitamins and essential oils, and here's the greens that I was talking about, and all these things, probiotics. There's so many things that can help your body, and it's all natural, plant-based. So you know you're putting good stuff in your body. But the thing that my story is unique is because I have a story. And so I know that you have a story. So whoever sent you this video, don't shove them aside. Don't shove it aside. Give it some actual thought. There's no such thing as coincidences. And when an opportunity comes, don't pass up your vehicle, because it could be the way you get to your journey. It could be the way you get to your dream, which will make everything come to fruition.